Action, action, action! I'm level 27 Marker Man. This is some part of FF1Hack. And Dyne is back.
And we're just leaving the Love Shack.
Heck, yes, record on a week-by-week basis. I don't know what'll be up yet by the time this... Well, no, it'll be the thing before this. So never mind.
We record... Our recording periods are far enough apart that we forgot what we said in the last commentary session, so be prepared for repeat comments and jokes.
My last LP was recorded last year, so... like, almost, August or something. No, September or something. No, August. Yeah. Was that ridiculous? This is February next year. So, okay.
And the video itself, maybe going up in March at the earliest.
Alright, we're gonna... I did look at the world map from the editor side before this, so... Except maybe I didn't plan ahead that well. Oh, he can learn stuff. He can learn interesting stuff. Mulligan! Just, that was more to save time than anything else, really.
Yep.
Because I realized we had 10,000 money. Which means... we can buy some No, wait, this is level 3. I want to buy level 4, if possible. I don't think the fighters can have magic... No, they don't have 3 charges, but the other ones have 4 charges, so... those become appealing now. I think these are the 3 ones. Yeah... What was... I just want to remember. Although, actually, harm might be useful. Or something might be useful. Sheesh. Give them... oh, Cure 2, why not? The other generic healing. Maybe I'm probably gonna skip the town scene this time. Till we get to the magic shops.
Of course.
Oh yeah, they don't have lull here. So that must be the next town?
LOL, they've forgot how to laugh.
Especially when it's a spelling mistake on your end, but... oh... you want beam now, or ice, too? Beam is like a mini nuke, basically.
Nice.
Is what it does. It's not nearly as powerful, but it's neutral. But we will want ice, too, and we're gonna go to Thunder Cave stuff. Either will suffice. Actually, I think beam might be a... no, let's get ice. Let's make sure we got our elements in order. But we'll get both. Or I could get both. I could have both. Yeah, let's do it. The problem with beam is... well, it gets obsoleted by the items later.
Well, still nice to have while it's available.
Mm-hmm. And actually, like... oh, sorry.
Because you need to be strong enough to get to the magic casting items.
I'm gonna check our item inventory for a second. We have 1 house. That's good. A saw... no. A cabin. The cabin will work. Okay. Yeah. Because we're gonna get to the Fiend of Lightning stuff, sort of. Today. Or the Thunder Cave, anyway. It's not the... yeah. Let the game speak for itself, self. Yep. It's coming out clear. On my end. Dragon Sword! Oh yeah, prize from last time. Is awesome.
Which was a... which was a hard-fought prize.
Yeah. Yeah, that was sort of the balancing point. Now... I think you remember Melmond, you'd have to normally get the TNT and whatever to get there.
Yep.
Let me just double check this. Yep. Now there's something interesting in what I did with the TNT in this version. But we will get to that, probably, no, not for... no, in like a quest or 2 after Thunder Cave. Well... I mean, we're unleashing dragon breath on them.
Dragon breath from a sword.
So, really, a lot of the medium rank enemies, and even some of the stronger ones, are just resistant to Bane just because I give this weapon out so early. And on that note, once it becomes... Alright, here's something. I did not know how to make a horizontal bridge, so this is the closest thing I could come up with.
It works. Nobody ever said that'd be as nice as King Steve's kick-ass bridge.
The bridge is actually a sprite, so... I think you can control where the bridges appear with the editor.
Makes sense.
And this is where, so this is how you get to Titan's Tunnel. That was basically the port with the Dwarfs Cave. This is the FF Hackster's anus. Look, see?
Cave data dump.
Good thing it's in the black area, for what it's worth, but... Ow. Yawn. Because mammal enemies are really weak to poison attacks. I don't know why I thought that made sense. Because if you're like a lizard or something, you're less vulnerable to it.
Of course, some of them utilize poison themselves, so it kind of makes sense they'd be resistant to it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a wolf enemy that uses poison. I think it's the green wolves.
Though if it's like
werewolves.
Though if it's like a mutant like the Catman, that's an exception. He's actually resistant to poison.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've still have something interesting to say about this guy. He's the same dialogue. Tasty treat. Okay, I think
Who's a good Titan? Who's a good boy?
Okay, note on the sprites, especially the ones that disappear. Originally I wanted like 2 Titans, so you had to pick up more than 2 or 3 Titans, so you had to pick up like more than 1 ruby. But what happens is every single like you can put the same sprite in more than one location. That wasn't a
every
problem.
instance of it disappears, right?
But, yes, but every iteration of it disappears with it once the first one disappears.
Well, that makes sense because a lot of these old games they don't utilize image files for basically every tile. They're utilizing pointers to the image, and just your map is full of pointers.
Save data. But I think on that note, what was it? There is a sprite that I use at my full advantage with, sort of. Like it unlocks several things in several places. But you might be wondering why I'm hesitating to go on this next square. Well, it's the next legendary weapon thing. Though it's not as insane as the previous one.
Early cameo by the vampire.
Well, I'd always let the... Oh, sorry.
Then again, he becomes a regular enemy in, like, Mirage Tower in vanilla anyways.
I always thought he was too weak to be a true mini-boss. A true boss. So I made him sort of a guardian, but not the friggin' gas dragon. That was my point. Oh, but he stunned us, so it might be over. So it might not be as easy. But I think I have Cure 2.
Funny enough, right as you mentioned that, the sound finally fixed itself.
And
so AV Vampire.
I think you can kill him with 1 Fire 3. Or something like that in the original game. Which is ridiculous. But we get... This one's interesting. As I did
defense needs painting.
Well, the problem with the defense is no one can equip it yet.
Ah, that's right. I think it's only knights in vanilla.
Well, actually, in this game, I think both of the warrior classes can equip it, but they both have to be upgraded.
Yep.
So, but the weapon has a casting move that you can use even if you don't have that upgrade. It casts Wall in this game to resist all elements if you take the turn to use that spell.
That is the nice thing. Equipment can be used as items even by people who can't equip them.
Yep. And that's what the point of it is. So it's a very good grab at this point. But here's the thing with the wall is a single target move. I didn't change that because that would make the other anti-moves kind of suck.
Yep.
So in return, but I said single target for the enemies were broken. Single target for yourself, they actually work consistently. They always hit the user. Even if you normally could aim it, they will always hit the user. So they still work. So, yep. Like, I've seen the bottom of the map right before this is, above this is the Temple of Fiends. I've seen, like, the bottom of that appear up there. Because well, the Temple of Fiends is its own tile set.
Temple of Titan Fiends.
And stuff like that. Oh, and, oh my gosh, he destroyed the inn.
Well, the Fiend, in more ways than one.
Here's an interesting note. Oh, we're getting to stuff I actually wrote plot for. Yay! There's a mystery here. Because this always bothered me. I think this bothered me when I thought about it. Because the town knew Fire 3, which could pretty much kill him. Why didn't that at least ward him off? But in this case, this is just... that means nothing. Okay, that's the generic message where they altered it. Because the Black Magic Shop does have Fire 3. Oh, come on! I missed one. That one was okay, I guess.
Well, if you're saying I'm a Chuckster, you're playing the wrong game.
Oh my gosh. Investigation. Blah, 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 blah. Can we get to something interesting? Oh, here we go!
Ah, Dr. Frogenstein?
Well, okay. Yeah, spoilers, we'll have to fight him. You can only have 8 characters at most. But I figured that was a pretty good division. For not being able to go above 8 characters. But, you can see this place got, like, wrecked out the wazoo. We need help! He's a nut! He never returned. So basically, every building here... Oh, that's the cool part. The go in the house animation is the same as the door. Like when you open a door for like a dungeon.
Yep.
So I just made it like really bright for this, so it's like thunder, lightning strike.
Ah. Quick, get indoors!
And then with the door sound, it kind of... Thunder emulation, sort of. Oh, I should sell web armor.
It all started one night during a terrible thunderstorm when I locked myself out of the house. Shielding myself with a large piece of sheet metal, I took it over under the tallest tree I could find.
Oh, wait. She can wear the silver helmet. Why do they still chainmail? You know, I'll trade it to you, because I know it's useless. That way I know to sell it. I should also sell my weapons. I'm gonna show something. No, wait. This is normally armor. So never mind. I'm gonna sell. Well, we can only sell. No. He had the armor we can sell. Do. Oh my. Okay. There's a weapon shop here. The weapons and armor are... The steel is the strongest, physically one of the strongest things at this point, but, like, it's expensive and its evade isn't great, but what we have should be adequate. We don't need the Great Axe.
Remember all the time spent in vanilla NES version grinding out for that steel armor.
Oh, wait, I want to exit because I want to save state in case I accidentally sell it. Just want to show the legendaries sell quite well too, if you so desire. Though why would you? Because they're better than the things you can buy. But if you want to buy a ton, it exists.
Only downside is you can't go back for another one.
Yep. Nothing sells them.
I think it was Ultima Zero where you could... Not Ultima Zero, Ultima 1. Where you could pick up all the legendary weapons from the same space and get infinite amounts.
I remember Golden Sun, actually. You could sell, like, some stuff that casted spells and stuff and you'd buy it in, like, the final shop.
Yep. If you sold it, it would show back up in shops.
Oh, this is level 5. I don't think we even have level 5 charges.
I don't think so either.
No, not quite. But as you can see, he went to, this place is even more wrecked than than Melmond was in the original game. And the clinic, of course. So, there's no inn here. Oh, I do want to talk about black magic that's here, though, because I added a last-minute edit to get rid of one thing. I only changed one letter, but I changed what the spell did big time. Think gunshots, please. But then again, this is pretty entertaining just for being
We're
here.
We're talking to you, Opie.
It's a gunshot! Anyway, well, the gunshot is... The bang spell is basically, it's triple elemental. Actually, I made it, like, dark, bane, and stun.
And
which...
there is a bang family of classes in Dragon Quest, so that still works.
It was to replace Bane, because Bane can break the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not OP, it's just, we're going to Thunder Cave. But, the real issue is, he didn't have the charges, so I hope we can survive this.
Now, funny story, I was watching a friend play a free enterprise. His second character was Yang, but he got renamed to Bang. So at the start, Dark Knight Cecil told him, "Let's go Bang!" Cut that.
Oh, I realize one of the issues with my thinking here, but we'll be fine. I hope. Or we'll have to use this as a grinding route. Oh man, because our charges are lower than I'm used to for this. Oh yeah, and I don't think that's gonna guarantee... No. Why do I have higher... Oh no, wait, this is the first visit to this place. They're resistant to it, so I don't know if it'll be enough. Well, this won't do much either, but maybe with the... Yeah. Dragon Sword plus it will be enough.
Yeah, better than nothing.
Wump! Well, he's dead. Ow.
When in doubt, summon Rush.
And that's kind of why they're sort of balanced. Because you don't know who's will go first and stuff. So, this place has been struck all over the place. Ow. Ow. Pain. Why am I saying ow when it was did only like 1 damage?
Like,
he does have rush
ow,
spells.
Ow, quit it.
It feels the same as any pain in any other game.
And of course, if you're utilizing lightning to clear the land to expand your towns, to gain more power, you're playing the wrong game.
Ah. How do you play the right game with these jokes?
It's basically impossible, because they always refer to a different game.
I guess you'd have to subvert it.
But in some cases, you do want to go play the games I'm referring to.
Well, I guess you could do a double subversion of the joke. Or something like that. If
No, it's
well,
much like
those
that.
can work.
It's kind of like some hints I gave on Twitter for my next Let's Play project. People were saying, "Oh, well, there are a few games that match many of those conditions. You might be able to get away with faking people out."
Shadows.
Who knows what lurks in the hearts of men? What evil lurks in the hearts of men? I totally botched that catchphrase. I'm sorry.
Whenever I try to go that low, my voice is unhearable on a mic. Even if I can hear it myself just fine, it's like, oh, I thought this would be enough. Not quite. Originally, the trip to Thunder Cave was insanely brutal. This trip through was insanely brutal. But it's not as brutal as it was. But because of one enemy! I'm pretty sure we will...
Let me guess, cockatrices.
Sort of? It's along the lines of, you can edit enemies in the game, and it's a palette swap and a different name, and different traits. But it was actually worse.
Ick.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna run into it. Not out of bad luck, it's not as not nearly as terrible as it used to be. But, I do want to note it, and it will be obvious why it was the worst thing to run into. Because cockatrices were fairly rare to run into in Earth Cave, if I recall right.
They would still show up in Ice Cave and ruin everyone's day.
Yeah, that's mostly because they could turn you to stone. And I hope we can get to the vampire this one. Or 22. Well, I think I left the Hall of Giants alone? Alright, just Dragon Sword and let's use Harm. There's no harm in that. I feel like our spells are ill-equipped. The only thing I'm happy to have is Lightning 2.
Didn't anyone ever tell you not to strike your mummy?
But this isn't my mummy.
Somebody's mummy.
Oh. We'll just harm him with white magic. Maybe didn't I run out of Pures though? Oh gosh. You're not prepared.
Yeah. Never bought any more after Marsh Cave.
I usually plan ahead better when I'm on my own, because it's like, I don't have to think about how to say things. Or keep the show going forward, I just go at my own pace. And I don't think houses heal this either.
They don't. Houses do not heal status ailments.
Okay, so... well, this is gonna be a multi-tripper.
Enjoy the buzz, guys.
I think we can get through the... We can open the... treasures here, but he's gonna have to retreat after that. These aren't too insane, although I did edit the background. It more color change than anything else, because I didn't want it to look too weird. I didn't care that much, of course. I wonder if this will fix anything. Or at least make it less annoying. Change. They'll probably just put them in the bottom anyway. Let's see, do they have... No. Or maybe we'll get lucky and find a... Well, we got money. Heal's nice, though. Yeah, the first level of the cave is pretty normal. Except for color swap. Can I just dragon them? Can I just dragon them down?
It may not be up to scale.
Well, since we're probably gonna be leaving anyway. Freeze! Ow.
I could use fire, then we could have gone with a level 5 Smaug alert. I've been watching the Hobbit movies again.
The live one? Or the cartoon one?
Yeah, both.
Oh boy. That's interesting.
I like them both.
Okay. Or what? Or wait, which Hobbit movie?
Well, I'm starting with the animated one, then I'm moving to the Peter Jackson ones.
Oh, I meant wait, because the live ones were like cut into 3 for some reason.
Yep, split into 3.
It almost could have been split into 2, apparently.
But well, Peter Jackson wanted to start with 2 movies, but the producer said, "Nope, you got to make 3." So had to reshoot a lot of scenes and expand it, which didn't work out as well as hoped.
So if we've learned anything from the movie industry, producers don't know how to make money. Don't know how to make movies.
Pretty much.
They know how to fund them, they just don't know how to make them. Case in point, Bumblebee. I heard that one was good, but everything before it was like, eh.
I have not seen it.
But he didn't. All he did was put money toward it, apparently.
Yeah.
That's all it took. This is pretty much unchanged, except for maybe the treasure contents. Just hope we don't find the rapid nunchucks in here.
Rabid nunchucks. Interesting.
They are in this dungeon, but they're, I think, level 4, which we're not going to get to till the second visit. Because the visit things is the same. Well, let's just say I put an advanced vampire as the type of mini-boss instead, because I think that guy would be more worthy of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then I upgraded him, so I didn't think that was enough, so... Why did I use the slot that had harm on it? I don't have wings, apparently. Why did I leave him on the bottom? Okay, you're dead.
That's a lot of bull.
Oh wait, that guy's weak to Bane as well. I think. Because he has a big schnauzer? Probably. Oh my gosh!
That makes me wonder about those giant nose enemies in Kid Icarus.
Is this? Yep, Thunderbirds are go. Here they are! These used to be the worst thing in this dungeon.
Thunder! 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 Thunderbirds! Ho! That didn't quite work.
Okay. Cut to my chart thing. The Thunder has 50 HP and a bunch of other stuff, but the most notable thing are its spells. Its spells and abilities. It uses lightning, light 2, then light 3, then light 3.
Yikes.
And then its ability is static, which it's another attack, but I made it. It's a weak all-hit electric attack. And then thunder and thunder.
Seriously lit.
Now, the original reason these guys used to be the worst thing is because they used to start with light 2, and they came in groups.
Ick.
And that's pretty much what we're dealing with. If we get to turn 2, they could annihilate us very easily. But since static is not gonna kill us, but before you pretty much had to do multicasts and pray you went first, or you were dead. And if 2 of them went off. But since they...
There's your pure.
Maybe we don't have to. Okay.
Purell status claims here.
Well, maybe we'll give it a whirl, because I do kind of want to show the next... Or we are cutting to time, though. I get the thing in there, right?
You got the one on the left.
Doesn't matter, because you have to move on to the space for any battles to trigger. So if you stay on the same space, you will never get an encounter.
Yep.
Which feels like if an enemy was hunting you, it'd be the opposite. But, given game... that's a video game, and the whole shebang of how that would work... I get it. Maybe the outside trip will make sense. Oh man, he's not doing anything. How do they fit in this cave? Also, this one makes no sense, because of what this dungeon is supposed to be.
Well, they're probably born and raised in the cave. They just grew too big to get out.
I mean, my version of the game. In Earth Cave, they make sense. I kind of just left them in here.
This is no thunderstorm. It's a thunder cave.
There's just one enemy that is now the worst thing to run into in this. If we run into it, it'll probably just outright destroy us. Fight. I don't know how much your knife will do to this thing. Come on.
Probably not much.
May want to reload on that one. Don't think I could afford that right now.
Especially since there's no clinic.
I'm gonna re-roll. Well, I'm going to probably retreat. I think the Giant's tunnel is still a thing. But because I'm gonna retreat, I'm also gonna blast them. Because really, the main point of the level 1 charges is, in case the Black Mage's physical attack is gonna be useless. Oh geez, nothing is working! Oh, where we goes nothing. Yeah! Ow. Maybe we can make it back. I have to retreat sooner than I thought. Of course, that was a waste. Or... now it can do decent damage!
Of course!
I've been watching Runaway Guys Mario Party 6 LP lately. So I'm thinking of that right now when that luck happened. Let's get this done. Let's get the treasures done, at the very least. So that we can just go to the left and get this done.
Main thing I remember from that project is John just shouting random sentences on the mic game.
The boards were actually very interesting. In 6, because I never played 6 too seriously, to any degree. Because I read it 1 and 2, back when they made sense to. Please kill the mummies! Please don't tell... well, they're dead, but I wasted a fire too. Oh, tactical retreat time! And now the ultimate swapping of annoyance. Unless we get a pure in there. And I will use it if it may... now, the only mission is to escape alive, and thunder. This is... with the Light 2 thing, it's why, what's its face? The Dragon Sword was so much better. Because it gave you a free shot for that, when they all casted Lightning 2. With Lightning 1, it's nasty because they can pretty much pierce any defense you have, but they're not gonna just eradicate you.
Still alive, still alive.
Wow, good thing I counted on there being nothing there. Oh, yep, double switch every time. Poison? Oh, that was a miss. I guess I didn't get the item yet.
Oops.
Or maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Oh, right. No, it's gonna be fun. No. I don't like them odds. Rush. Or... no. That's not something we can really afford. Well, that's nice. But, as crazy as I am, let's do it. Oh, it's the 2-1 this time. We can do that. I'm bailing after this. I think that's it for this floor. It's the most boring floor of this crazy oh, can I have luck, please?
Asking for luck in FF1 with FF1 RNG?
I think I'll have better success than I did in Pokemon Stadium 2. Maybe not. But let's see, what was that? It was like I would have beaten a guy, but he got 2 criticals in a row on me.
Oi.
And that, so after the last one off of 1 critical. Last boss of that thing. Well, whatever. Oh boy, we are in. Well, good thing I have a cabin. So, but rearranging is the worst demon of them all. I'm gonna maintain this, so I only have to switch once, and I'd rather keep the white mage alive. Yes, like they're the healer, but I call him the white mage because habit. I'm gonna start running.
Now, what is the worst? Having to swap party members with status elements in FF1, multiple weapon swapping in Final Fantasy Adventure, or multiple weapon and item swapping in Crystallis? You make the call.
Kill them. Spiders! Gonna rush to kill those spiders.
Mash them, beat them, stick them in a stew. Oh wait.
I have a friend who would agree with you on that.
Didn't I do that one the other day?
I have a friend who would share the sentiments with you on the spiders. Oh, let's see. What the heck is the... Do I need to use... No, I just need to get out of here and use the cabin so I can use heal spells on the... War girl. Come on. Run. Up. None. Thank you! Yes!
Safe!
Let's use it to at least get the, Now, I know if you load this that restore our charges at all?
I don't think cabins do.
Oh gosh. Well, so much do I know. What's the point? Okay, so its houses are busted at this point then. Oh well, that's it for this recording, I suppose. We look half dead.
Bye guys.
What could go wrong?